Happy holidays, my fellow humans. I have a special Christmas video for all you Smallville fans out there. Today we're diving into the heartwarming holiday-themed episode of Smallville, where I talk about and review a little bit of the episode where Clark Kent from the show Smallville meets Santa Claus. I figured since it's Christmas, I might as well do something different, talk about a show I really enjoy. And this is a show that has stuck with me for as long as I can remember. I remember watching this when I was young. Our favorite character, Clark Kent, encounters none other than a great Santa Claus, Old Saint Nick himself. So grab some hot cocoa, cozy up with a nice blanket, cozy up by the fire, and let's unwrap this festive Smallville adventure together. But first, if you enjoy Smallville, or just enjoying watching this video, or any of my other videos, please make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a video. Check out my Patreon, you can subscribe to me for as little as $1 a month. I really appreciate it. Let's talk about this Christmas-themed episode of Smallville. Smallville starring Tom Welling as Clark Kent, aka Superman. I used to love watching this show when I was younger. I fell in love with this show from the first time I seen it, up until the very end. It was a fantastic show. And Smallville, I'm going to give you a little bit of lore dump right now. Smallville is about the adventures of a teenage and early adulthood of, Superman. Kal-El, the alien born of Krypton. He's known as Clark Kent on Earth. And it's basically about, him growing up on Earth, being different, being an alien with superpowers and everything like that. Learning of his Kryptonian heritage, neglecting and rejecting it and then accepting it by the end. It's a fascinating tale, and I would suggest you checking it out. And in the show, he learns to discover his powers and abilities, and he uses his abilities to help other people. Save their lives, help them with their troubles, stuff like that. This wonderful show lasted for nearly 10 seasons. And technically there's also a comic book continuation of it, which is season 11, but we're not focusing on that. And also there's that CW spin-off crossover, Crisis on Infinite Earths, where Clark Kent from Smallville makes an appearance as an older Clark Kent. Interesting. That's not what this video is about. This video is about when Clark met Santa. I think this happened in season 5. I'm not going to review the entire episode because there's actually two plots, one involving Clark dealing with Christmas presents and carrying them away, and another dealing with Lex Luthor. One dealing with Lex Luthor having a near-life crisis, a near-death situation where he's basically in a coma hallucinating, and his mom's spirit is trying to make him learn a life lesson for Christmas. He basically learns his lesson and then unlearns it purposefully in the end, but that's not really important. I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on the part where Clark meets Santa Claus. So let me lure it up a little bit more. Clark is an alien, like I told you before, from Krypton. His name is originally Kal-El, but it was changed when he came to Earth, when he was adopted by his mom, Martha Kent, and his farmer father, Jonathan Kent, who raised him to be well-mannered and kind-hearted. He has a best friend named Pete, another best friend named Chloe Sullivan, a love interest named Lana Lang, and later on he starts to fall in love with another woman named Lois Lane. But that's for another time. Oh, speaking of which, Lana Lang's parents were actually killed during the meteor shower that Clark Kent came from. And when Krypton exploded, some of the pieces landed on Earth, and that caused a meteor shower, which killed a lot of people in Smallville, including Lana Lang's parents. And Clark feels guilty about that. And there's also Lex Luthor, his best friend and future husband. Why did I write that in my script? His future arch nemesis, not his future husband. At least not in this Smallville continuity. Although, that's not important. Due to Clark's alien physiology, he's basically a god to most humans. He can fly, he has super strength, he can run really fast, he's super fast. He can run from Smallville, Kansas to Honduras in under a few seconds, which is just ridiculous. He can fly, super breath, super strength, telescopic and microscopic and x-ray vision, a whole bunch of powers and abilities. He's also weak to kryptonite, which is radioactive pieces of his home planet. He's so weak to it just by being near it makes his blood boil. He also has heat vision, which, when he first used his heat vision, it was during a class that was being taught by a teacher he found attractive, and it was a solar flare that day that caused everyone to be like a heat wave, basically. And he felt the heat wave. He was also in class watching a sex education video at the time. Well, one thing led to another, and, well, lasers shot out his eyes and destroyed the projector screen that the class is watching things on. But yeah, he also has a best friend named Chloe Sullivan, but don't ask about her actor. Trust me, you don't want to know. Seriously, you don't want to know. Anyway, that's how important. Let's talk about the time Clark met Santa. Also a slight trigger warning because the segment mentions suicide. So, one day during season 5, Clark meets his best friend Chloe Sullivan, again, don't ask about the actor, who knows about his secret, of him being a superpowered alien.
So then they put me in charge, and I've actually gotten a really great response. I mean, I have doubled the number of Toys for Tots the Planet collected last year.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Well, the presents need to be delivered tonight, and the Teamsters are on strike on Christmas Eve.
So instead of calling FedEx, you called me?
Chloe pretty much begs Clark to deliver presents to kids on Christmas.
I realize it's a lot to ask, but I mean, you do run faster than a speeding bullet, and I know you don't want to disappoint all those underprivileged children, do you?
Chloe, you didn't have to go there.
Well, you know it's true. I mean, you'd be helping out a really great cause.
Instead of what he originally planned on doing, which is spending time with his love interest, Lana Lang.
It's just I promised Lana that
I'm sure she'll understand. Or at least she'll understand whatever it is you make up to tell her. Please.
Clark decides to agree because it's, the right thing to do. And Chloe, being Chloe, decided, Clark can do it. It's only like 3,000 or 4,000 boxes of presents. Not bad. Not a lot. He can easily do that in a few minutes.
Right.
Yay!
I'll deliver a few on my way to the party.
You're my hero. I knew you'd come through. Okay.
Chloe, this isn't Toys for Tots, it's Toys R Us. How many are there?
Couple thousand, give or take. Now, I map-quested these addresses, and the sooner you can get started, the better. Here comes Santa Claus.
Clark is super speeding around, delivering presents, going to different people's houses. He steals Santa Claus's cookies and milk from one house. I know he was acting like Santa at the time, but he didn't have to go and do that. He didn't believe in Santa at the time either, but still, I mean, come on. You don't know. He stole Santa's milk and cookies. Superman, you don't do that to Santa. That's why you're gonna get cold this year. While Clark is doing all this, a kid notices him putting presents away underneath the tree and says, "Hey, you're not Santa. Who are you?" He's like, "Yes, I am." He puts on his little Santa hat.
You're not Santa Claus.
Yes, I am. I'm the new improved model.
Not this, but, the Santa hat. And he's like, "You're not Santa. That's Santa."
Liar, you can't be Santa. He is.
And Clark looks and goes, there's a drunk Santa on the roof of the building, looking like he's about to fall. So he races up there and tries to help out the Santa, the old man on the roof. When Clark arrives up there...
Be alright? You're a little close to the edge, aren't you?
Makes it easier to jump.
Yeah, I guess it does.
He asks Santa what's going on.
Mind if I sit?
It's a free whatever. You want a drink?
No, thanks. Why don't you have a seat? You can always jump later.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Listen, I don't want to be nosy, but I was just wondering, Santa, what are you doing up here? I mean, why are you going to jump?
Santa basically explains how he doesn't like the commercialization of Christmas, the greed, the want.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't. You can't, can you? Got a good look at the world lately? So take, bitch.
And a whole bunch of other stuff, and it's just taking a huge toll on his mental health.
What happened to Christmas? Peace on earth? Goodwill to men? I'll tell you something. The spirit of Christmas is dead!
And Clark responds with a very passionate speech about how he decided, instead of spending Christmas Eve and Christmas with the woman he loves, the woman he's been in love with since he was a young kid, that he's seen when he first looked through his telescope that he had when he was a kid, he decided, instead of spending time with her, he was giving away gifts to kids on Christmas.
You gave up your first Christmas with the girl you have loved since you spied on her through your telescope to deliver these gifts.
Yeah, I mean, well, I wasn't spying.
And as well as his friend Chloe.
Look, I wasn't the only one. My friend Chloe, she gave up her plans too. I mean, someone had to do it. Otherwise, those kids wouldn't have gotten their presents. And they're the ones who really need them.
And after hearing this, Santa decides that maybe the Christmas spirit isn't truly dead after all. And he gets up and...
So the two of you decided to try and play Santa Claus. I guess I was wrong. The spirit of Christmas isn't dead after all.
Because he's drunk, he stumbles and falls.
You sure you're all right?
I am now.
And unfortunately, he falls. Thank goodness, Clark being Clark saves his ass. He runs down, catches him, and even saves his bottle of alcohol. Bottle of liquor, I don't know what kind it is. Maybe it's a whiskey. Who knows? Maybe Santa's a Scotchman. I have no idea. But he saves him. And Santa, I did not expect this. I figured maybe Santa would say something along the lines of, "Thank you, Clark, for saving me. And also, I know you're an alien." But no, he goes, and he backs away and runs off. When I saw that, I cracked up laughing.
Oh, holy cow!
Merry Christmas.
And later on, eventually, near the end of the episode, Clark finds out that the drunk man dressed as Santa that he saved was actually Santa Claus, the real Santa Claus. It's a nice episode. I suggest anybody who enjoys Superman, or if you just like Christmas episodes of TV shows in general, I suggest you watch it. And plus, the Lex Luthor subplot, it's kind of interesting. Until he unlearns it at the end. Because Lex unlearns a life lesson that his dead mother's ghost tried to instill in him. And she looks disappointed at him. I really like the speech that Clark gave to Santa right before he saved him from falling. It's a very heartwarming speech. The episode was a festive treat that reminds us of the power of love, friendship, and the enduring spirit of Christmas in the holiday season. I love Smallville. I actually have something, I've had it for a really long time, since I was about 14 years old. It's this little thing right here. This is, here, let me bring it closer. This is the symbol of hope from the show Smallville. Clark Kent actually burns this to the side of the building that he lives in, the Kent farm. He burns it using his heat vision one time. And I got this as a birthday present, I believe, from my mom when I was 14. And I've had it ever since. It was actually a necklace. And the little piece right here broke. But I've kept it ever since. I always carry it around with me. I believe in hope. And I carry this with me because I'm hopeful. I love it. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, leave a comment down below. You can subscribe for more Smallville content or just in general if you like my video. Wishing you all a super Smallville style Christmas and also happy holidays. The new year's almost up. New year, new me, new opportunities. Who knows? Maybe 2024 will be a better year for me because 2023, not so well. But hey, here's hoping. Have a great time. Hopefully I'll see you next year. Happy holidays. Bye. See you all next time, I guess. So, I wanted to say thank you all for watching. I appreciate every single person who viewed this video. Thank you. If you have any comments or thoughts, leave them be in the comment section. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section, please. I read every single one of them. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload next. And yeah, have a great day.